to San Antonio Monthly Magazine TV, right here with Mr. David Abrams. How are you today, David?
I'm fantastic, Lorena. How are you?
Wonderful. Who is David Abrams?
So I'm a retired Army officer, 32 years in the Army, and decided after my career to get into real estate. So second career, real estate. I'm a top producing real estate agent in San Antonio.
Yes, you sure are. You are one of the #1 realtors right here in the heart of San Antonio. And not only San Antonio, because I do understand you sell everywhere else throughout Texas. So you are not only limited in San Antonio. But tell me, so what got you to do real estate?
So as I was leaving the Army and trying to decide what I was going to do, I realized there was a need, especially in my community, the veteran community, for real estate agents that were extremely professional, that were really looking out for the best interests of the veteran population. And so that's how I got involved.
Well, you know what? One thing that I could tell you, Senor David, is that you do a fabulous job. I've heard all the wonderful feedback for a lot of clients that you're taking care of, and I can see why. You know, you were in the military, and usually people that are in the military and then they leave the military and they move forward with their businesses, they're very successful because you were trained well.
That's right. Thank you. Yeah, we try to bring. I have a team. Most of the people on my team are veterans or somehow related to the military. I have a few that aren't, but they're just as great. But we bring that same discipline and that service mentality into our business that we took with us through our career in the military. So.
And one thing that I've noticed about you, Senor David, is that you're very passionate about what you do.
Absolutely. I love to help people. And, really, real estate is the #1 way to generate wealth. And so to help young people, especially, or anybody, but get into a home that's going to increase their wealth and appreciate over time, it's a great way to serve.
That is absolutely correct. So for how long have you been a realtor?
So I retired from the Army in 2019, and so I've been in real estate for 5 years. In my first full year in real estate, I was the Phyllis Browning Company Rookie of the Year, which Phyllis Browning Company, most people in San Antonio know that name. It's like we're the premier independent brokerage. And then 2 of the last 3 years, I've been in the San Antonio Business Journal top 15 for my category in real estate.
That's wonderful. How do you feel about being right here in San Antonio, in one of the fastest growing cities in America?
San Antonio is amazing. We have people from all over the country and really all over the world coming here looking for property, purchasing property. It's a real melting pot. And there's all kinds of opportunities for people at every price point, whether you're moving into a luxury home in the Tri-Cities area or in the Dominion or along the I-10 corridor. There's a lot of starter homes. There's a lot of great real estate for the mid-price points in sort of center of town, old established neighborhoods. I mean, there's something for everybody here, and it's a great place.
The beauty about San Antonio, that San Antonio has a little bit for everyone. I mean,
right.
From fabulous ranches, sometimes that you are outside the city, but you are within the city, but you do feel like you're outside the city. You know, I mean, I visited many ranches that have been available for sale, and I love them because they are so beautiful and they just offer everything that everyone could possibly be looking for in a ranch. So what is your biggest seller right now?
So I really work in the single-family home category, and the majority of my clients are sort of in the middle range of prices. I do help a lot of first-time buyers as well, and I have some luxury buyers, but sort of the middle range of price points is where I spend most of my time and help the most people.
And San Antonio is the perfect place because here, the real estate, even though a lot of people say it's expensive, when you start looking at other states,
that's right.
San Antonio is not expensive at all
Yeah.
for what San Antonio has to offer.
We are one of the least expensive major metropolitan areas in the United States in terms of price per square foot for real estate. I'm working on a home right now that's a luxury home in San Antonio. We'll be bringing to market in a couple of weeks in Terrell Hills. And that same home is almost double in Austin, as an example. So it'll be close to $3 million here in San Antonio. In Austin, that home would be over $6 million. So we're very affordable. we're a very good place for people who work from home. If you're a remote worker and you can live anywhere in the United States, come to San Antonio, get more for your money, and then you've got a wonderful place to go hang out at night because you're in one of the greatest cities in the country.
Yes, San Antonio is one of the most beautiful cities in the country. All right, David, so here's a magical question for you.
Okay.
What do you most enjoy about selling the real estate right here in San Antonio?
I think the thing I enjoy the most is helping people achieve their goals. Whether you're, buying a home for the first time or you're selling so you can move up, I listen very carefully to what it is that my clients need, and then I get the most satisfaction at the end of a transaction when they've reached their goals. That's the primary reason I do it.
You're very passionate about what you do, senor.
I am.
And I've noticed also that every time I see you, I meet with you, and I've seen you many clients. Mm-hmm. I always get compliments about your great personality, about your great attitude, but people always seem to ask, why is it that you always wear the perfect bow tie?
So the bow tie is a symbol of a couple of things. So the first thing is we have a concierge mentality in my real estate team. We try to take you from, we're just starting all the way through the end of a transaction and manage the entire transaction for you. Like you come into a concierge at a luxury hotel, they might have a bow tie on. So that's one thing. But my team is the ties team. And TIES stands for trust, integrity, expertise, and service. And those are the 4 values of my real estate team. So the Abrams Real Estate TIES team, I wear a bow tie. It's in our logo as well.
Every time I see you, you always have the perfect bow tie. And you know what? I gotta say, I love it because I want to tell you something, that I have 2 beautiful little boys, and my little boys, they never went to school without a bow tie.
Oh, that's fantastic. I had no idea.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes. I mean, it's like every time I see you, it's like, okay, that's my boy right there, because I've always sent my 2 little boys to school with bow ties. Of course, they come home without a bow tie, but I send them, with the little bow ties, and they had all kinds of different colors of bow ties, and people used to make fun of my boys. But I want you to know that I raised my boys telling them, when you wear suspenders and you wear bow ties, that makes you a leader. That makes you stand out. That makes you look smart and successful. And I want you to know that my 2 boys are very smart and very successful, and they were always wearing their bow ties. So,
I have no doubt about that.
You remind me so much. You could be my son, Senor David, because you always wear your bow tie, and that's wonderful to know. But I love the fact that your team is always also very professional. They're on point, and you definitely have it all together. Just with everything that's going on right here in San Antonio and throughout Texas. The beauty about your firm is that you're not limited. I mean, if somebody else is looking for a home anywhere else outside San Antonio, you make that available and you make it happen. So you go that extra mile always.
That's right. If there's something outside of San Antonio and Austin, I've got a huge network of real estate agents that I can refer to as well. So, and really not even in Texas, but we've got this incredible network that goes throughout the country and even internationally through leading real estate companies of the world, which is a network that we belong to. So.
Well, you know what, Mr. David, I got to share something that it is happening right here in Texas, and that is happening right here in San Antonio, Texas, and it's got to do with real estate, and it has to do with a 3D printing robotic arm that is printing all these amazing homes, and they're going to start doing the first development home division with nothing but homes done by a robotic. And there's 3D printing. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty amazing, really. I mean, I think we're overdue for a revolution in home building. The stick frame built house has been the standard for 100 years or more, and so at least in the United States. And so to see some new technology take hold is really cool. I'm excited to see it. I think that's happening up in Austin, right?
Yes.
Is something you told me about. Yeah, that's really amazing.
Yes, so. It is amazing. And I could tell you already, Senor David, that you will be the number one sales representative to sell these beautiful homes because they are priced right for what you get for your money. And what I love about this whole concept is, how is it that we can make everyone's dream come true by owning their own home? And there's nothing better than to be able to fit everybody's budget.
That's true.
And that's what you do the most.
Absolutely.
You always satisfy the client.
Absolutely right. We'll work with folks at basically at any price point. Everybody gets luxury service, and we really we spend the time and make the effort to make sure that everybody's taken care of.
And that's one thing you do best. You do good customer service. All right, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask Lorena Monroe a question.
Lorena, thank you for being here today. Why did you get into studio production?
You know what? Ever since I was a little girl, I've always loved cameras. And when I met my husband, David Monroe, he just went ahead and decided to put this beautiful studio together for me,
Awesome.
Gave it to me as a gift. And let me tell you, it has been the best toy. I call it a toy because it's like I come here, and as you can tell, we're surrounded by a lot of toys, and I love it. I love it for 3 reasons. One is because I can be your voice. 2, you get the opportunity to come here and deliver your voice. And 3, us together, we change lives by telling them where to come and get services and whatever my client do. Like you do real estate, so we take care of everything that has to do with real estate. So the information is right here for you. Don't hesitate to call, make an appointment, because David is ready to sell you a home and make your dream come true. All right, anything else that you would like to tell the whole entire world about your business?
I'm excited to help. You'll get tremendous service. Give me a call, and let's see what we can do to get you in a home or get your home sold, or any other real estate services. Reach out.
And one thing that you're going to get for sure is that you are definitely going to be able to work with somebody that has been in the military and know how to do it just right. And you know what? Everyone that's always shopping for their first time home, they want to go to somebody that is going to tell them the right direction and
That's right.
walk them one step at a time. And that's one thing that Mr. David does well, him and his entire team with the real estate.
That's correct.
That's absolutely wonderful. Well,
Thank
the
you.
information is right here. Don't hesitate to call us, make an appointment, and you definitely have to meet him in person because he wears the most amazing bow ties you will ever see in anybody. Thank you so much for being right here with Lorena Monroe.
Thank you,
and
Lorena.
thank you, San Antonio Monthly Magazine, for always allowing Lorena Monroe to be the voice of our community. Hasta la vista.